Honda's rebooted its iconic tourer and created the most high-tech motorcycle in creation, and we've ridden it. Apple CarPlay on two wheels? You've got it. Few bikes carry more baggage than the Honda Goldwing, and that's not thanks to the current model's expansive saddlebags and cavernous top trunk. Since its introduction in the mid-70s, it rapidly pivoted away from the big sport bike template into the really big mold, and as its fairings and panniers swelled, so too did its reputation as a bike for boomers, a couch on wheels. The 2018 Goldwing Honda is trying to shake off those preconceptions to create a bike that might just appeal to a younger audience that doesn't just want comfort but also engagement. No, Honda isn't exactly targeting millennials with the new GL, but if the company can pique the interest of those on the leading edge of Gen X, it'll be mission accomplished. To do that, Goldwing must be lighter, sharper, more efficient and way more progressive. Thankfully, that's exactly what it is. It's also the world's first bike with Apple CarPlay, but we'll get to that in a moment. The changes. For one, 90 pounds. There are a lot of numbers to toss around regarding the 2018 Honda Goldwing, but weight is probably the most important. The new bike is, on average, 90 pounds lighter than the old. There are plenty of motorcycles out there that you could cut in half and still have to go back for more if you wanted to remove that much mass. It's a little easier when your motorcycle weighs between 787 and 842 pounds depending on configuration, but that's still a transformative weight reduction. A lighter frame and rear swing arm get the party started, but nearly 14 pounds was taken from the engine alone. The new motor is still an 1,800cc flat six, now significantly more compact. A shorter engine pushes the weight of the bike forward and moves the saddle forward as well, putting even more mass where you want it. Combine that with a new, double wishbone front suspension that isolates suspension movement from steering and you have a bike that feels incredibly planted. The bike is not only lighter but leaner, much narrower at the hips than before and frankly far more attractive. The shape is sharp, clean and modern, a huge leap forward over the outgoing bike. The more svelte dimensions are aided by a dramatically reduced tank, down to 21 liters from the previous 25. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but thanks to the 42.2 miles per gallon of the new motor, up from 35, the new wing's maximum range is the same as the old. Its cargo capacity, however, is not. Opt for the Goldwing Tour, with panniers in the top trunk, and you'll have a total cargo capacity of 110 liters. That's significantly less than before, but whether or not that's an issue depends on how efficiently you can pack. Thankfully, the new boxes all use central locking. Just walk up to the bike with the key in your pocket, and the boxes are easily opened with the push of a flush-mounted button, pivoting downward smoothly on hydraulic dampers. That right there is a big step forward, but it's just the beginning of the tech-focused augmentations the 2018 Goldwing brings to the road. Gadget-heavy. Central locking and passive keyless entry are still a rarity on motorcycles, even ones that start at $23,500, and it's a very nice thing here. You can even option your bike with additional LED puddle lights that illuminate the ground around the bike as you approach. More important is what happens when you get on it, though. New adaptive suspension front and rear cycles between comfortable and sport as you roll through the bike's four riding modes: rain, economical, touring and sport in order of increasing aggressiveness. Each offers the same power from that silky smooth flat six, but the throttle response sharpens, the traction control becomes more lenient, and, if equipped, the DCT becomes more aggressive. Yes, the new Goldwing has an optional dual-clutch transmission, a 7-speed unit that can shift itself fully automatically, but is happy to be overridden by a pair of toggles on the left grip. Motorcycle purists may lift their noses at such things, but given this box shifts quicker and smoother than a human being can, those who aren't at least curious need to come to grips with their Luddite tendencies. The DCT is, simply, great. That said, I don't blame anyone for scoffing at the upward of $1,000 a DCT adds to the cost.